Welcome, my name is Jocelyn. I will be introducing you to the country of Singapore. This presentation is Mrs. Toelkes' discussion post for Module 4 Economic Indicator Review. This is presented to fellow classmates, as well as Professor Chavaria. Singapore is a modern cosmopolitan country. Established as a Malay trading port, known as Temasek, that existed on the island of Singapore by the 14th century. The British founded modern Singapore as a trading colony on the site in 1819. Singapore subsequently became one of the world's most prosperous countries, with strong international trading links.
Singapore's port is well known as one of the world's busiest, shown in terms of tonnage handled. The per capita gross domestic product is equal to that of the leading nations within Western Europe. Singaporean exports are $599.2 billion, as estimated in 2020. The 5 top exports are integrated circuits, refined petroleum, gold, gas turbines, and packaged medicine. Medicine partnerships in 2019 engaged with China at 15%, Hong Kong at 13%, Malaysia at 9%, as well as between the United States, Indonesia, and India, that are indicated at variable percentages. Singapore's imports consist of integrated circuits, refined and crude petroleum, gold, gas turbines in 2019. The top trading partners for Singapore includes China at 16%, Malaysia at 11%, US at 9%, Taiwan at 7%, Japan at 5%, and Indonesia with 5%. This partnership is true as well for Singaporean exports. Leading economic indicators are statistics that give insights into economic health, business cycle stages, and the status of consumers within an economy. The key economic indicators for Singapore are the GDP in 2021, that was $533.4 billion, up from $476.4 billion in 2020. This is important because it shows that with the pandemic, Singapore still increased its total gross domestic product output. Labor is considered a top key indicator for the well-being of a country. Singaporeans' value-added labor per actual hour worked for 2020 was up 2.2% and increased again by a good amount to 5.2% in 2021. Another indicator for economic outlook is seen in the Consumer Price Index. The price index gives you consumers' economic ups or down slopes. This can indicate the consumption of economies, trades and investments, or the lack thereof. Manufacturing and construction are also very good indicators of the viability of the economy within a country. Singapore had a 2021 manufacturing industry at 22.3%, while the construction rate was 2.9%. The low construction could also be accounted for due to the limitation on land availability or governmental restrictions. Now that you have knowledge of Singapore's economy, one can ask, do the domestic residents and households have a higher or lower standard of living than the US? And why? The standard of living in Singapore is minimal. Housing is very expensive. 90% of the people live in government-built flats. It's a well-managed system, but compared to what we have in America, it pales in comparison. The pay in Singapore is much higher than in other Southeast Asian countries, but because everything is so expensive, your standard of living is not higher. In fact, it's lower. Cars are 4 to 5 times what they cost in America. Education of higher standards is expensive for school-aged children. Unless you send them to governmental schools, in which the curriculum is subpar, and without proper English verbal instruction. English is the national language for Singapore. In summary, the cost of living is higher than the US, and it has none of the beauty, greatness, or big open spaces of America. Finally, Singaporeans may have higher income, but not in resilient beauty and wealth of the lands that Americans enjoy. Singapore is a beautiful, tropical country. Ms. Toelkes suggests visiting, should you get the opportunity. Ms. Toelkes would like to thank her fellow classmates and Professor Chavaria. It has been my pleasure to present this today for Ms. Toelkes. We hope you all enjoy this discussion post for Economics Module 4. Again, thank you.